I had taken OOPS concepts that Java follows, and I explained what is classes and objects, polymorphism, encapsulation, what is abstraction, inheritance. And in this example, I will be going on the same examples I explained in my previous video, and we will see how the Eclipse execute those. Let's first start with a simple example. It's for classes and objects. This is the my Java project that I created in my first video, and I will be creating a class in the same. And let me just take example of animals and name this class as animal, and let's finish this. Here animal is the class name, and I will just create a method in this public static void name. This is the main method. This method is the entry point for Java development kit to first find, and any program needs to have a main method in that, where Java will look for the method, main method, and Java will start executing from this method itself. So I'm just creating my main method, and I will create an object here of class animal, and new is the operator that we use to create a object in Java. So new is the keyword that is used to create any object of the class. So here I've created one object of the class animal, and I will write another method I've passed an argument here with the name color, and I'm going to print here the color of animal will be printed. So now in Java, any methods can be called by using the object of that class. Because it's an object oriented programming language, in Java all the methods needs to be executed by their objects. I think this came by mistake. Let me just, yes, okay. So Tommy is the object here, and I will call the method animal color by using object Tommy, and I will pass white string in this, because the parameter of my animal color method is a string, so I need to pass string over here in this method. So when I save and execute it, the animal color is white is printed on my screen. So here the thing that we need to understand is, in one class there can be several objects, and all the objects will have the same blueprint of the class, but the string parameters that you pass for every object can be different. So if I create my another object like Tuffy, and I can use Tuffy to call the same method again, and I can pass another string in this. So when I execute my program, first the main method will execute this call, and once this call is completed, main method will be hit again by Java, and then again this call will be completed, and it will call the animal color method again, and hence we see two separate lines have been printed. Program a little bit to show our next OOPS concept, and that is polymorphism. So here what was polymorphism. In polymorphism, we see the concept of method overloading. And what is method of overloading? In Java, when two different methods have same name but their arguments, or you can say their parameter signature is different, then method overloading comes into picture. So in this program, the same animal program, I have my main method and then I have a method animal color. Let me just write a new method here, public void animal age, and first I will pass age as a string as an int argument here, and then I will create same method with same name animal age, and I will pass the argument as string over here. Let me just pass my standard output here, and since it is age, so I will write animals ages, and here I'll do the same thing, animals ages, and here I need to pass age parameter, which is integer in the first case and string in the second case. And then I already have my objects created over here. So for method overloading example, let me call Tommy dot animal age, and I will pass 10 over here because for calling the first animal age method, and same thing I will do with second one, and here instead of integer I will pass 10 as a string. So both the methods are same but their method signature is different, and this is how Java will recognize which method needs to be called in this case. So I will just save this and run it. So animals age is 10 and animals age is 10. So even though the names are same, their method signature is different, and this is the concept of overloading. Next we see what is inheritance. In this example, let's make another class saying cat. So I have my superclass animal, and if I will extend this animal class, the next class will be cat, and that will be the subclass of superclass animal. So let's just extend. In this video I'm just running the examples. If you have to see all the detailed explanation, then you can see the previous one where I have explained in detail all the OOPS concepts, but here I'm just quickly running all the examples. For this I have made a different video for the explanation, and you can check out the previous one. So my cat class is extending my animal class, and I have already three different methods, animal age and animal color in the superclass, that is animal, and in cat subclass I will be taking a method which is specific to the class animal, and that can be something unique to the animal cat. We can take a method as mews. I think this is a good example because only cat can mew, and my cat mews. Okay, and obviously I will have to write my main method, public static void main, pass string arguments in this method, and here I will take an object of my cat object. We'll use new keyword to create the object of cat class, and now I can call my method mew over here. So you see mew is the method that I have created in my subclass cat, and since I'm extending animal class, so I should be getting all the methods that were created in animal, that is animal color, animal age, So I should be having these methods over here. Let's check if we have it. Animal age, both the methods, because I took an example of method overloading, and then animal color I have. So let me pass black string over here, save it, and when I execute this code, I should be having cat class over here, and I should be running these two methods. So this works. Now in inheritance, let's take an example of method overriding also, because in my previous video I went through method overloading and method overriding, both examples. So let's just take an example where I will be doing method overloading. So what is method overloading? Overriding, sorry. Method overriding is a concept where you have two methods with the same name and same method signature as you had in superclass, and even subclass have the same method name and same method signature. So in my superclass, let's take animal color. I have animal color as my method with string arguments. I will make the same method over here, and I will give you the example of method overriding. So animal's color is color, but let me just change this string and make it cat's color is color. So here, since this is cat object, a cat class, and the object is cat object, so when I call muse, this method will be called, and when I call animal color, this method will be called. So instead of animal's color is black, it should be printed cat's color is black. Cat's color is black, right? Now if I take the example of animal instead of cat, let's see what happens. Here, since the reference of the object is from my superclass, so the animal color object, animal color method should be of the superclass animal. So now when I call animal color, animal's color is color should be printed, but this object does not, this cat object is not valid here, because the muse is only in the subclass, not in the superclass. So I have to remove this because it will give you error. Now I will save it, and here this animal color is the method from superclass and not from the subclass. So animal's color is black is printed, and this string has been taken from your superclass, this part. Now let's take another example, and where let me create another object, and this time I'm taking reference of the cat subclass. So this is little different. If you see, my cat object 1 is taken from superclass and my cat object 2 is taken from the subclass. So if I put here my cat object 1, then the same value prints, animal's color is black. But if I do my cat object 2, then the cat's color should be printed, that is this method should be printed. Okay, so first object is taken from animal superclass, so it has to call the animal color of the superclass method, and second object is referenced from cat subclass, so it has to call the animal color of subclass, that is cat class. Let me execute it. So animal's color is black, this is from superclass, cat's color is white, this is from subclass, and this is the concept of method overriding. Concept is encapsulation. Java has the ability of data hiding. So if Java makes its variable as private, then another class will not be able to access those variables. And if it makes your variables protected or public, then only other classes will be able to access it. Even though the classes are subclasses, it will not be able to access the variables if the superclass has private members. So animal is my superclass, cat is my subclass. If I put a public boolean is pet variable here, that is a boolean variable, and save it. Then in cat class, since it is a public variable, in cat class I should be able to access this my cat object 2, let's take object 2 here, is pet. So you see I am able to access is pet. But if I make is pet as private, then this is giving me error because is pet is not found for my cat object, because my cat object is taken from the subclass cat class. If I make it 1, still I am not able to access it because this is I'm trying to access it in cat class. If I make it protected, then I am able to access it because the variable ispet is protected or public. In these two cases, I should be able to access it. But if it is private and I'm encapsulating it, I will not be able to access it. The last OOPS concept is abstraction. In Java, we have abstract classes which is used to feature this OOPS concept. Abstraction we will see once we have done interfaces in Java, and that will be done in the next chapters. So for this chapter, please go through all the concepts and let me know in comment section how this works for you.